Happy game day Monday morning, Packer Nation. Well, first things first, I want to give a shout out to some of my old friends from DNS. So hi, Devin. Hi, Ethan. Hi to Bob and Dale. Bob and Dale and I, partners in crime for a long time. And also a big hi, how are you, to Kathy and Sharon. I hope you guys are all having a great start to an even better week. And the Packers are looking for a great start to an even better week, trying to go 3-0 against the Chiefs. Big primetime Monday night matchup tonight goes down. But I want to talk about the other 3-0. So stay tuned. You're watching the AM Quickslant at GreenBayPackerNation.com. So the Packers look to go 3-0, but what you might not know is that the Chiefs currently at Lambeau Field during the regular season are 3-0 with one tie. They are undefeated at Lambeau. This is something that needs to change tonight. History is on the Chiefs' side. It's time to turn history on its head. We are going to beat these guys tonight. Now, how are we going to do it? Well, I think it's going to be very important for the Packers to establish a run game early. We've got to be able to get... And, of course, the big question mark is who's going to be running the ball for us. Eddie Lacy is still in that category where he's going to be a game-time decision. Haven't heard anything as of yet today. Personally, I would prefer to see the Packers take this game without Eddie Lacy and let him rest. Why do I say that? Well, did you see what happened to Marshawn Lynch when he played yesterday? And he was a little bit tweaked, not 100%, but he was good to go, so he went. He ended up going off the field and not playing the rest of the game. I just feel like if Eddie Lacy is not 100%, we should just rest him. And the reason for that partly is because, as I've said before, James Starks had his best preseason ever, and he had a very fundamentally sound game last week, and at times looked very, very good. Our offensive line has shown that they can create cutback lanes, and James Starks has done a great job of taking advantage of those. We need to establish those cutback lanes, and we need to establish the run. And I do tonight, for the sake of the team moving forward, I hope that it's James Starks that gets the ball. And Eddie Lacy, as much as I love to watch him play, I hope he gets some rest today so that he can be 100%. The long-term goal is much bigger than the short-term goal of this one win tonight. And it will say a lot for this team if we can let's start tonight. The team knows it. They know who's going to be carrying the ball for them to go ahead and get a win anyway. So that's what I hope happens. We know on the other side of the ball, Jamal Charles can take advantage of cutback lanes. We have got to fill the cutback lanes the way this defense did against the Seattle Seahawks, holding Marshawn Lynch to 41 yards. That's a great game. I don't see us holding Jamal Charles to under 50. I think he's going to be in that 50 to 100 range. If we can hold him in that 50 to 100 range, we're going to have a good chance to win this game, as I've said before. We know Aaron Rodgers is going to do what he has to do, and I think that our offense, our passing game, is being more characterized this year with a little bit of the short pass, short and intermediate pass, 3 and 5 step drops. I like what I see. It's a little more methodical, but they're still very high tempo. Their no-huddle offense has got defenses on our heels. Look at all the offsides that the Seattle Seahawks had. We've got defenses locked into base formations, on their heels, and struggling to get the personnel fits that they want on defense. We know Aaron Rodgers is good to go to do that. We're going to need to continue that tonight. But I think it's got to come behind a run game that minimizes the pass rush. And if we can do that, we have got a good shot of taking this game at Lambeau Field. My prediction again was 31-20 Packers in this game. Feel free to add your prediction in the comments below. We're going to talk about that after a big win come Tuesday morning. So let me know what you think the Packers are going to need to do to make this thing happen, to take this game on Monday night in primetime tonight. And hopefully we'll have some great discussion about it tomorrow morning after another big win. So in the meantime, check us out. What do we have going on the website? We've got hot read up there for you. It's actually talking about this 3-0 Chiefs team, but then also what's going on with the Minnesota Vikings around the division, what's happening. That's our hot read that's up there this morning. I'll be posting this video in just a few minutes here, and there will be plenty to talk about all through the night tonight. We'll be starting our Periscope videos as well, so if you like those, please give us a like, thumbs up, whatever it is, depending on the social media anymore. It's hard to keep up with. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're at the website, feel free to check out our Legacy of Champions book, and you can get that for a donation basis. That just helps us out a little bit. So that's it for me today. Later on, we'll have more talk about this big matchup. And for now, I will sign off and say I hope you have a great day. It's great to have a Monday morning where there's Monday Night Football with the Packers playing. So enjoy it, and we'll hope to have a big win by Green Bay. And as always, after the game, of course, Jeff's going to have his R&R. That's the rants and raves, where he goes through the good and the bad of the game and talks about it from his perspective. It's great because he just gives his gut feelings about how he feels. Hopefully, there will be more raves than rants. And also, Mike Davidson probably have some analysis of this game for us, which is always insightful. So stay tuned to GreenBayPackerNation.com, and we'll catch up with you next time right here at the AM Quickslant. Ooh, I totally flopped.
Everybody do the flop.
I forgot to talk about special teams.
Everybody do the flop.
And then I forgot to turn on my mic.
Everybody do the flop.
So here we are back again to talk about special teams. But yeah, special teams have been, as Mike McCarthy promised, better. I mean, he didn't promise that we were going to be the #1 units in the league. We're certainly not that. But Pro Football Outsiders has Green Bay ranked number 8 right now in special teams. That's their all things considered kind of a ranking. I'm not big on rankings, and I think that ours is probably weighted a little bit heavily because of the success of Mason Crosby. But at any rate, the special teams have not killed us. And if we can continue to start with good field position and not make mistakes, and at the same time take field position away from the Kansas City Chiefs in this game, it's going to be very important. The last thing the Kansas City Chiefs defense wants is an Aaron Rodgers facing a short field, coming at them downhill. It helps our run game, it hurts their rush defense, and it just puts the Packers in such a prime position. Aaron Rodgers starting on the 30 or 35 yard line it's just so dangerous to everything that the Chiefs must want to do to try to slow him and the Green Bay Packers offense down. So along with, running the ball and along with stopping the run and maintaining defensive gap soundness like we did against Marshawn Lynch and the Seattle Seahawks, I definitely wanted to mention we want the special teams to continue to give us decent field position and not make any big mistakes. So I just thought I'd throw that in, and sorry about the flop.
Everybody do the flop.